that case, seeing as you're about to take a bite out of that, would you like to tell us about First Bite?
Oh, witty.
I know. I saw that, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, food, First
Yes.
Bite. Ah!
Laughed. I almost did.
All
First
right, cool.
is a series on Netflix, which came out at some point, probably this year, I think. Uh, I'd seen it showing up as a recommended thing to watch for some time, so thought, no, I might as
Give
well.
in.
Time has come. And the premise is that there are in this town a family of vampires who are, you know, lovely, friendly people, apart from the killing people thing. And in that family, there are a mother, whom it turns out is a special sort of vampire, a husband, two daughters, and a son who is, I think, a twin of one of the daughters who is not around and is something of a pariah. And the older daughter has happily embraced her vampirism, and as born vampires, she and her siblings at some point have to get on and drink blood. And yeah, she has thoroughly embraced it, including the fact that she has this unusual ability that she can control people's memories. The youngest child, a daughter, is not really comfortable with the idea of getting on and killing somebody, and she wants to carry on as normal a life as possible. And she's off at school and, doing school things and being a teenager. And at school, she meets a girl, and she is rather taken by this girl who is new to the school and is very attractive. And there are smiles and glances, and you can see that there is some sort of mutual attraction here. It turns out that the girl comes from a family of monster killers who, obviously, as the name suggests, hunt monsters, and vampires are monsters. So you have this situation with two young women who are very taken with each other by.
Sorry, that was me.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Blame me for that then.
Yeah.
They get into a relationship together after a number of hurdles and, trying to kill each other and things. And their families have to deal with the fact that their daughters are in relationships with people whom they thoroughly disapprove of. And there are local tensions increasingly building between vampires and their long traditions, and where they've lived peacefully below the radar for many years, apart from the killing people, but they're quite good at hiding that, and the monster hunters. And there is stuff going on.
Okay, sorry. I was just checking because I thought something was wrong. It's not actually called First Bite. It's called First Kill, isn't it?
Yes, you are correct. It is first kill.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Sorry. Good. Oh man, that kills my lovely pun. Never mind.
We'll keep it then. We'll keep it.
Yeah, we'll keep it in. All right, cool. So we have this. So there's stuff going on. This has young adult written all over it. Young
Yes.
adult fantasy written all over it.
It's a good Romeo and Juliet, except they are slightly older, therefore slightly less stupid.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet, but they're both the same sex. They're both the same sex, and so is this? Did you ever watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Of course.
Okay, of course. Yeah, stupid question.
Naturally.
Yeah, stupid question. I apologize. But is this any different from Buffy and Spike if Spike was a girl?
Yes.
Okay, cool, good.
Yes.
Because
Very different.
all right, good. Because this is something that I saw, and I saw this cat come up like first kill and everything, and there was all the stuff that Netflix pushes in your face, and I looked at it and and it came across like somebody essentially went, "Ooh, let's make Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but imagine if she was gay," and I was just kind of like, I was just, and you see some shows where they just have that one note concept where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
let's make blah blah blah, but imagine if it's like let's make let's make Hill Street Blues, but imagine if the central character was a dog, that kind of thing. and
I,
and
I
this made
probably
this
watch
this made me wonder. This made me wonder if it was just one of those kind of like Die
no,
Hard on a boat.
no. I mean, it's got complexity to it, more complex. I mean, relatively speaking, it's it's got a good amount of silliness. It has family conflicts, different ideals. The sort of classic teen thing of fighting against who you are, who your family want you to be versus who you are versus where love takes you.
Oh yeah,
And some of it's quite dark, not like insanely, not sort of, you know,
not sitting in a dark room rocking back and
no,
forth, dark.
no, no, and it's not, given my propensity to hide when watching things that are scary, even though I do it compulsively, I felt no need to get a cushion out and hide behind it.
Yeah.
Not that level of dark. Um, I found it very interesting.
Cool.
Uh, which is, relatively speaking, I feel that it deserves a second watch because I don't think I paid enough attention to it. And I think there may be a bit more to it than my, light attention giving warrants. But yeah, I will watch it again because, I watch everything again. But also I want to sort of fill in some of the gaps. I thought the cast was good. Um, yeah, it was comfortably silly slash completely ridiculous at times. I mean, obviously, it's not coming from the most profound premise, is it? But you do have a town where all of these ridiculous things are going on, and the town has a history of monsters.
Uh,
So, it's a
Sunnydale.
it is there is an element of Sunnydale, except the town know about it.
Oh, okay.
And there's a
Not like
Charlene Harris one, isn't there? What's that one? Midnight Texas, is it? Is that the one?
yes, yes.
Well, that's a town full of monsters as well.
Yeah, this one is not currently full of, they do not believe it is currently full of monsters. The locals are oblivious, but are always concerned about the monsters coming back. So it's a fun watch. It's a silly watch, but it's also got a bit of substance to it.
All right, cool. How many stars would you give First
Um,
Kill?
I'm going to give it 3.
First Bitey Kill. I'm going to call it First Bitey Kill.
Bitey Kill. I think it's a solid 3. It could depend. I mean, it's clearly lined up for a second series because whatever isn't these days. Um,
Although it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix, and now Netflix has become more and more the place of not getting a second season. And First Kill has actually been cancelled. I'm pretty sure it's been cancelled, so there is not going to be a second season of First Kill.
oh well, that's a cliffhanger ending then.
I'm going to call it Bite Bite Kill Kill. That's it. Bite Bite Kill Kill.
Right back to Kill. Yes.
They're
Well,
becoming a bit more ruthless with their bucks.
yeah, it
Oh,
will be a shame not to see a second series of Bite Kill Kill.
no. Honestly, Netflix have become quite ruthless this year. I mean, this year they have cancelled a lot of stuff, especially in the YA space, so the young adult space, which means that something like First Kill totally had his neck on the block from the second it was made. So there's a whole bunch of shows that, I mean, there was one called The Bastard Son and His Devil Itself. It's
Yeah.
gone.
Oh
Fate,
no, I wanted
yeah,
to see the second series of that.
no second series. Fate the Winx Saga, that's gone.
That was
Um,
quite boring by the end, 2/3 of the way through the second series. So
I only
I'm
watched the first episode. I got fed up with that.
it didn't get any
I,
better.
I'm hoping Lock and Key is gone because that bored me. And I
What
never
about,
finished the
is it
first season.
Smoke and Bone? No,
Shadow and Bone.
Shadow and Bone.
Shadow
Is
and
that
Bone, I
back?
don't know. I think it's back, but I'm not sure if it's back for one more season and then that's it.
Because
So
there's sort of 8 books, so that it all
yeah,
ties in with.
I think that there's a new one, Lockwood and Co. Lockwood and Co. from Joel
Yeah, it's the
Cornish,
Ghostbusters sort of thing, isn't it?
the
Yeah.
Ghostbusters kind of thing. Apparently that has been renewed for a second season, I think.
Oh,
But
good, because I liked that as well.
yeah, but honestly, with Netflix, you are if you
Can't
go to
tell.
Netflix if you go to Netflix and you're making a young adult TV show, you're kind of like dicing with death a bit. And Joel Cornish, who made Lockwood and Co, he admitted it, but he was kind of like, hey, No one else was giving us the money to make it. So the fact is, you're either going to get to make one good season of something that you really like or none. So
And you never know, it might get picked up by somebody else afterwards. So
it might get picked if Netflix allows it, but we'll see.